Hey friends, this is sort of a keep the faith video and an invitation. So let me start with the keep the faith. I've heard, so many of you telling me that you're freaking out right now, or you're having a hard time, or everywhere you look, there's something that's hijacking you. So I get this, and believe me, I am clear that I've got things coming at me that can freak me out and scare me and like hijack me and have me like Daffy Duck all over the place. And it really takes something to dial it in and be in this now moment and not give people the power to be in your head. And I want you to get this. The second that you allow other people, other situations to be taking up space in your brain instead of focusing on your own peace, your own power, your own opportunity to make a difference, whatever that is, then you are giving over your power to that entity, that person, whatever that is taking up space in your brain. So I want to give you permission today to absolutely, like absolutely 100% give yourself the space to say, no, thank you. I'm not going to focus on that today. I'm going to take a walk in the woods and I'm going to talk to the trees and I'm going to do whatever I do that has me taking care of me exponentially. And for some of you, that might be, you know, you got to be careful because some of you, your response is to get driven, right? And to get into work, which is great. Go make a difference in your work. And man, if you could be gentle, right? Gentle and compassionate with yourself, this is the call. The level of compassion that we have got to dial in for ourselves, for each other right now is so important. So I just wanted to remind you that there's a power within you that is greater than any circumstance before you. I believe this more than I believe anything else in the world. And if I didn't, I would be a crazy person right now. And I'm not a crazy person right now. I'm a little scared here and there. And I feel the feeling and I let it go. I'm frustrated and think, my God, what is wrong with you people sometimes? And I don't continue that conversation or get into that conversation with other people on a regular basis because when I do, this thing is being occupied by people I don't want to give power to. So take your power back today. Don't dive in to conversations that you know they're going to spike your cortisol. You do. You already know this. So do not give in to those conversations today. And just today, maybe every hour, you have to decide, okay, today, this hour, I'm not going to focus on that. Because I promise you, here's what I promise. If you choose not to focus on that and you choose to focus here on yourself and what makes a difference for you and what has you feel powerful, maybe it's working out, maybe it's poetry, maybe it's music, maybe whatever it is that has your vibe raised, that is the best thing you can do for us. Because, see, we're all connected. So if your vibe is about peace and your vibe is about you feeling powerful and good, that contributes to the whole collective. That's a peace vibe coming into all of us. And if you're focused on being freaked out and scared and angry and that also then contributes to the part of the vibe. And what we focus on gets bigger, right? So we want to focus on the peace. Here's the other thing I promise you. When you're focused on your self peace and your ability to feel good in any situation, and you can control that and make that happen, I promise you, you're going to see openings for action that you've never seen before. When you're too busy, stirred up, and engaging with other people about everything that's wrong and fighting against everything that's wrong, you can't see how you can make a difference. But the second you open up yourself to love, and the second you open up yourself to peace, and the second you are willing to say, okay, what's mine to do today? And the first and foremost thing is to dial in compassion for yourself, compassion for others, connection, all of that. When you dial that in, I promise you, you're going to see an opening for action where you can make a difference. I promise. It won't come from being all stirred up, pissed off, and raising a fuss, especially about stuff you can't do anything about. I know that sounds for some of you like an impossible task. I'm saying every hour, make a decision. You have to do this. You have to make a decision every hour to every half an hour. Now, that's my keep the faith for you, and I hope that you will. I also want to invite you. I'm having a tiny seminar. I've got 4 people enrolled right now. I'm willing to go to 10, and that's it, because we are going to take 4 hours to deep dive into what's yours to do. What do you need to leave behind to make that happen? And really stepping into getting curious about that, raising our consciousness around it, dialing in a new level of compassion that you've never known before, and figuring out then if I've got that compassion, who can I connect to? What do I connect to? What's about connection? It's called the C Word Soulution because we're diving into all those C words. We're also going to give up complaining just for 4 hours. Give up complaining and instead focus on ourselves and what's ours to do. If that calls to you, and I mean, I want it to call to you because this is a commitment. It's a time commitment of 4 hours of your life, but it's really a willingness to get in there and do some work to create peace for yourself in your life and for our world. So, if you're interested in that, we've got a link below and you can register for that. And it's on the 13th of February, which is just 2 weeks away. And so registration will be open until about 3 days before, and we're going to cap it off at 10 people. So if that calls to you, I'd like to invite you to step into that. Other than that, I want to tell you that I love you and that I see that spark of divinity in you all the time, and that I know that you're a powerful human being and that you have the power to create peace and steadiness in your world and do it for you because you deserve it and because you're connected to all of us. So it makes a huge difference when you can do that for you. I'm doing my best over here. It's great to see you.